Guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. Hope everything's good wherever you are. So, guys, we just had Conor Benn. Benn wins a unanimous decision by beating Adrian Granados in a fight where it wasn't very exciting. It was quite a dull fight. Fair enough. I felt like Benn deserved the decision. He was definitely the better fighter in there. It was a performance where you tick some boxes, where you say, Conor Benn went 10 rounds, he got rounds in. Samuel Vargas fight was a fight that didn't last very long. And, what do you really learn from the Samuel Vargas fight? Nothing really. It was a couple of 50-second blowout, whatever it was. However long that fight lasted. But you need rounds like this. You need tough rounds. And Granados, although he was tough, I just think he was offensively very, very poor. Like, there was times where I felt like, he could get to Benn. He just kind of backed off, and he kind of, I don't know. I don't know whether he felt Benn's power. I don't know. He was fighting a bit weird, Granados, showboating. I didn't quite really understand his performance at times. Benn, he's got good power. He's definitely got hand speed. The problem is with Conor Benn, he looks a little bit wild to me. Like, he was throwing a lot of wild shots, almost spinning, his whole body spinning around when throwing those shots. Those right hands, I remember a left hook or a right hand he threw, and literally he missed him and his whole body spun around. It's almost really, really wild at times in there. And when you fight somebody that's, technically very good, it's going to be tough because they're going to make you miss, and then they're going to make you pay. Granados was making him miss a lot, but he wasn't really making him pay. I wasn't really impressed by Granados' offensive ability. Like, I knew Granados was limited because we seen him at the world stage, but the guys that he lost to were really, were good fighters. Adrian Broner's one of those fighters where, he's always made guys look a lot better than what they are. When you look at Adrian Broner, even Paulie Malignaggi was at the end of his career. A lot of people felt he won that fight. The same with the the Granados fight. A lot of people thought he won that fight. And Jesse Vargas, who got a draw with Broner, a lot of people thought Jesse Vargas won that fight. So Broner's definitely, he's made a lot of fighters look good. It's because Broner doesn't throw a lot of punches. Granados today was making Conor Benn miss, which was kind of because Granados has never been somebody that had a great defense, but he was making Benn miss a lot. And to be honest with you, the way he fought against Conor Benn, I know Conor Benn said that, if a Mexican backs off, that clearly shows that I must be able to punch. But I think Garcia stopped him. Garcia stopped Adrian Granados. And Garcia was really digging those shots in. He was really hurting Granados in that fight. And I don't think Granados was really engaged as much in that fight. But Granados is older now. He's been through a lot of wars, They take it out of you. So, like I said this previously, that Conor Benn's getting a more faded version of Granados than what those guys fought. Remember, the Danny Garcia fight was almost 2 years ago, pre the pandemic. So, I don't know. It's going to be hard for Conor Benn because I feel like the welterweight division is very, very tough. Very, very tough. It's a stacked division with absolute monsters in there. Like, even the prospects, like your Ennis's and your Ortiz's, and those guys are dangerous fighters, great fighters. And then you've got guys at the upper echelon, which we know about, Ugas, Pacquiao's, Porter's, Crawford's, Spence, and like, he's definitely not ready for those guys. Thurman, all those guys. He's not ready for the Virgil Ortiz and Joran Boots Ennis. And I don't even think he's ready for Kavaliauskas. So you're going to have to dig out people. And to be honest with you, I don't know if he beats someone like Josecito Lopez. So they're going to have to dig out another like 2 or 3 of these guys, get this guy experience, and then take roll the dice kind of thing, because I don't think he's ready for anybody that's a good, technically sound boxer at this point, because there's still a lot of... That's why Tony Sims said something in an interview that I saw with Boxing Social, and this was like a month or 2 ago. And they were talking, he was being asked about the Khan fight and stuff, and Tony Sims said that I would want him to have another 3 more fights So Granados and 2 other guys prior to fighting someone like Khan. And now on that performance, I can understand why. Because Conor Benn throws a lot of wild shots. He throws very wildly. And when you got someone as technically as good as Conor, I know he's past, I mean, he's not in his prime, he's past his best. He's still very, very fast. And he's still be very dangerous for someone like Benn. So they're probably thinking we need to get him a lot more experience. I don't know. The thing is, I don't know who they fight next. Whoever they fight next, they're looking for someone like Adrian Broner. But Broner's not going to want to fight Benn. I don't know where they go. And wherever they go now, I feel like it's dangerous. It's very, very dangerous. So, yeah, the matchmaking from here on in is going to be tough. Because I think the fights that they're looking for Conor Benn, I don't think those guys are going to be interested. And I think if they stick him in with somebody like an Avanesian, like a Kavaliauskas, someone like that, who's a real, like Kavaliauskas is a top 10 welterweight for me. Avanesian, this is how strong the division is. Avanesian's not a top 10 welterweight for me. He's probably 11 or 12, something like that. Because there's guys like Josecito Lopez, who I don't know whether Avanesian beats Josecito Lopez. This is a very, 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 very stacked division. So yeah, it's going to be tough for Conor Benn. It's going to be tough. He needs to keep improving, and he's going to, and I believe he will improve because he's dedicated. He puts the work in the gym, so I think he will improve. And I think he will get better without question. It's just how good will he get? You know, there's I've had an argument with certain people. Some people think that he's going to become world champion for sure. In the welterweight division right now, if I was to make a prediction, I don't think so. I don't think he would do. I don't know what the welterweight division is going to look like in 6 years' time. You can never know because a lot of those guys are getting on in age as well. So we don't know who. I just think the crop coming through is so good as well. Like your Ortiz and Ennis, they could rule. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. But let's see who Conor Benn fights next. I think it's not going to be easy matching him, but hopefully it's somebody that's offensively more gifted, and somebody that is offensively a lot more dangerous. Because Granados wasn't that. Granados wasn't offensively dangerous. So it was kind of almost like the perfect match where he was fighting somebody that was tough. But he was fighting somebody that wasn't a big puncher and fighting somebody that wasn't very offensively gifted. He was making Conor Benn miss a lot, which is obviously a worrying sign because Granados is not known for his defense. He's more known for his toughness. The fact that he was making Benn miss a lot was like, wow. Benn's punches are a little bit telegraphed. You can see him coming, especially if Granados is making you miss. What are some of the top guys that have been there and done it? What are they going to do? So, yeah, like I said, I think Benn's a work in progress. I think they shouldn't rush him because I'm not sure he's ready even for some of the names that he may be thinking he is or calling out. It could be dangerous. I think they need to find a couple more fights like Granados. Maybe his next one to step up a little bit, fight someone that's offensively a little bit more gifted. But yeah, let's see what happens with Conor Benn's career. But leave your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Were you impressed by that performance? What did you make of it? Leave your thoughts. And guys, remember to please like, share, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.